Yo, I didn't even realize there is more shit on the blog. Oh my, there's a whole load of information here. Let me just find this. Is it Black Hole 7 or is it War? I don't know. It's somewhere here. They did a whole blog post on this. This is completely new. Like, that's insane. Oh my god. Yo, let's hope the grinders have not gone to sleep yet. I need the grinders to return. I didn't realize this was actually in here, bro. Deadass. Like, this is dope. Hold on, can I full screen this? I can. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that later. I can't see the chat though. I need some grinders in here. Yo, somebody pull up low key. Oh, bro, there's a whole big ass blog post. I wish I saw this. I didn't know they added this. Hold on a second. Where's my YouTube stream? Where's the grinders at? Somebody comment. Let me know if y'all here. I need at least one dude in here. One is in the comment section. Where the grinders at? Let me know. Where the grinders? I think the grinders have went to sleep. No. I'm super excited to look at this though. Like, this is gonna be dope. It's gonna be juicy. I might actually take off the camera just so I can do it. I don't know. Shit. I wish I could wish I could have done this earlier. I think maybe some grinders is gonna come into stream later. I'm all alone. They're all asleep. Indeed, I'm all asleep. I think there's somebody has arrived. Yo, come in the chat. Who are you? I need at least one dude so I can start reading this. So I can have someone actually like react to it. Who is in the chat? There must be at least one gentleman. Allegedly. I'll give myself a heart over here. Where are all the? I need to like post this on Instagram. Maybe someone from Instagram is gonna come. Then I'll start reading all this shit. They did the whole breakdown of this new mode. I didn't even realize. Like, this is more important than the trailer. What, like, this is insane. Doo doo. Where are my gentlemen's at? Huh. I think everyone's gone to sleep. No. We'll wait a bit. We'll see. Maybe someone else will pull up. Need to. Huh. Let me just go over here real quick. I'm gonna do something. Get this. Put it into here. And then we're gonna get it back to the people over in Instagram. And we're back to desktop. There we go. I think I have to be solo on this one. A solo mission. Solo type vibe. Reading this aloud. Make it a YouTube video instead of a stream. Okay, let's see if anyone actually pulls up. I think everyone's like watching all the blackout reveals. Oh, they ain't gonna watch me. I came too late. Hold on a second. Let me get this. There we go. Gentlemen, where's the gentleman's at? Is there nobody in the chat? Not a single individual? Not a single grinder? Not one. There needs to be something. Somebody needs to arrive. I have hope. At least one individual. Oh, there's three of you. Where are you? Type something. Y'all just lurking. I don't know. Y'all be chilling. Anyway, this. I guess we'll start. This shit is insane. I didn't know they put this down when I actually watched the trailer, but there's a whole blog post about all the new features that are coming in Blackout 2. So we're gonna actually figure out if there's lootable perks, if there's lootable attachments, if there's lootable equipment where you can have like multiple equipment on your person, everything. Insane. Plus the weapon rarities and like all of this shit. Like it's gonna be dope. So this is the Blackout, a tactical tour of Avalon, and this is actually called Black Ops Royale. It's no longer called Blackout, but you know whatever. In readiness for your first infill into Black Ops Royale, it's time to learn the lay of the land across Avalon, from the undulating, okay, golf course hillside to the ancient excavations. The ancient excavations are actually 9 from BO4 Zombies. That's actually the 9 map. Lavish Casino, that's from BO4. Historic towns and sizable coastline defenses, all with additional minor points of interest marked. Oh, I didn't actually open the... Hold on. I didn't actually open the blog. Here is the blog. Oh, look at this. In readiness... yeah, this is the one we just read. This is the whole entire map. It has no fog this time. And we even have the island over here where the boss was from the end game. The big difference between... Wait, firing range? I forgot this was a thing. I actually haven't visited this yet. I don't know if this is the same firing range from BO4. I don't know. My bad. I really don't know. This is all the same thing as... Yeah. This is entirely the same, except some of this has water, where it used to not have water. I don't think this had water originally. This is the same. Cliff Town. This is Yemen from BO2. This is 9 from BO4. This is Casino from BO4. There's something... excavation is from BO6. There's also BO4 Hacienda. I think it's over here. I can't remember. BO4 Hacienda is somewhere over here. This looks really dope. One big difference between this map and BO4's map is BO4's map had like one river. This has a circular river that goes around with a sea over on this side. It's a very much different shape than BO4. I think BO4's shape was a bit better because it wouldn't split you up. You wouldn't have to cross so many bridges. Let's say you're over in Car Factory and the zone ends like here. Coastal security, bro. You're gonna have to cross like 4 bridges, maybe 5. It's insane. Here's some pictures. We already know about the Avalon map, so that's not that interesting. Here are also all the point of interests. Welcome to Avalon. Before you drop into the new Call of Duty Warzone mode, Black Ops Royale. I don't know why they called it Black Ops Royale. I really wish they called it something else. It's worth gaining tactical knowledge. Oh, let me actually full screen this. It's worth gaining tactical knowledge over topography across the map, featuring new traversal opportunities, enhanced visual clarity compared to Avalon map, accessible in Black Ops 4 Endgame. So we're gonna have enhanced visual clarity, and there's different traversal opportunities. So we might see teleporters, maybe. I don't know. It's worth studying the major and minor points of interest in readiness for battle. And I don't know what this actually is. I mean, I think this is from an app. They probably added this to an app. I don't know what that is though. Hello. That's something bullshit. Free Avalon TAC Atlas available here for comparison. TAC map views of interest as well information for each point of interest as shown above. Okay, let's find the Atlas. So here is the Atlas. Welcome to Black Ops Royale. Gain full map or whatever. And it's going to be up to 100 people this time. I thought it would be more, maybe 155, because in Warzone they have a lot more than in Blackout, but here it's just 100 apparently. Be the last team standing. Once you hit the ground, you'll have zeros. You'll have to scavenge for weapons and other resources because there is no loadouts anymore to strategize your survival. In addition to the numerous opportunities, beware of the collapse which slowly shrinks the area of combat, forcing fights to the death. Oh, and don't forget, zombies. Zombies are back from BO4. Call of Duty blog describing the original Black Ops 4 Blackout October 12. Oh, this from Blackout 2018. So a new big map and rebuild updated mode inspired by the Call of Duty Battle Royale experience that started it all. Call of Duty Warzone players, welcome to Avalon and to Black Ops Royale. Looking for Black Ops 7 Season 2 Reloaded comms, expect new roadmap and blog later this week on March 4th. So this is going to be some updates later. And is this actually important? Oh, I think this is the actual blog. Wait, is this the... Oh, this is the blog. So I'm actually reading the blog. Let's take a look at the map. So we have a helicopter here. What is this? Oh, this is a redeploy tower. So these are going to be around the map, and you're going to be able to redeploy in all sorts of different locations. And we don't really have much details about this. And we can see, okay, so we can see all the redeploys like this. So here are all the redeploy towers. There's quite a lot of them on the map. This is not that bad. Probably getting from one to the next will be like 60 seconds. It's not going to be long, especially since you have wingsuits. There's not much mid-map in the hilly terrains, but they're scattered around everywhere. This is going to be the cars, I think. This is the helicopters. Just like in Blackout 1, there is not so many helicopters locations. Blackout 1 actually had about 4 helicopters per match. Here we're going to have a bit more. There's more spots. I wonder if they're still linked. So in Blackout 1, for example, you would have like 3 helis, this one and this one, and only one could spawn in those 2 locations at a time. That's how it used to work in Blackout 1. They probably changed it this year, but we'll see. Here is, what is this? Ammo caches. That's different. That was not a thing in Blackout 1, and that kind of worries me, because usually you had to, like, I don't know about this. You had to actually loot the ammo, find them off dead bodies, but okay, cool. And these are all the locations, and that's all they show you. There's not much else after that. I really wish they showed, like, cars or boats. And another thing is, if they didn't show this, it's kind of unfortunate. They didn't show the zombie spawns, and they didn't also show, by extent, boxes. There might not be boxes anymore in the game. Let's actually pull this out and then go back to the guide. So this is a free-to-play battle royale experience with rules. Wait a second, did I read this? I think I did. This is a free-to-play battle royale experience with new rules influenced by the original Blackout. Black Ops Royale is on a new map with gameplay that rewards scavenging for gear and eventual domination of all rival squads. There are clear influences from the core Blackout experience, like bullet drop and weapon handling, as well as the armor system and use of the trauma kit. Trauma kit is back. That's pretty good. We're gonna have like maybe 150 health this year, because we don't have 150 by default, so it's probably gonna bring us up to that. Capturing the Blackout pacing, traversal, and combat feel in a modern way. This isn't a remake, it's a unique experience that pays homage to the Blackout core gameplay while keeping the flow of match feeling right for Call of Duty Warzone players. So it's probably gonna be the pacing of Warzone, but the actual mechanics of Blackout. Because don't forget, Blackout was very slow. Blackout was very, very slow when you actually played it. It was not like Warzone. How many players? There will be 100 players in 25 quad teams to begin with, dropping into Avalon with a visible circle denoting an ever-shrinking perimeter. The location of this electrified boundary shifts to another part of the map at the start of each match to ensure the map is playable across games. Of course. So it's just like in the original Blackout. What makes this battle royale different? Unlike the casual Call of Duty Warzone BR mode, there is no loadouts. Good. With all players beginning on an equal footing. Perfect. You drop into the fray with only a pistol and wingsuit. There are no buy stations. Thank God. There's no gulag. Thank God. And there's no cash. Yes. That was probably the worst parts of Warzone. You're here to gear up, control chaos, and annihilate all rivals. It's just like Fortnite, basically. Gear up, seek out critical weapons and armor upgrades, chase high-tier power wherever it appears, control the chaos, cradle breaches hold unknown threats and unknown rewards. So this is going to be the zombies parts. And annihilate all rivals, strike fast with the wings to convert your arsenal into victory as the last team alive. How do I gear up proficiently? Find weapon, armor, and equipment from ground loot and supply boxes. Oh, supply boxes are back. So they have returned. So supply boxes have not been removed, but they might work differently. They might work like Warzone. And be on the lookout for consumable perks. Yo, that's exactly what we needed, bro. I'm hoping they bring back a lot of what we had in BO4. Because don't forget, BO4, the perks in multiplayer were not all the same as Blackout. So even though we have a lot of perks in BO7 multiplayer, they can still have a chance to have unique perks in the Blackout actual mode, or whatever this is called, Black Ops Royale. Whatever. As well as equipment to level up your armor. Level up the armor. I'm not sure about the armor. Each weapon has preset archetypes. What the hell? And if you find one that fits your playstyle, you can upgrade it using attachment kits found in the world. So we're not going to have anything. I don't think we're going to have attachment like on. I don't think we're going to have singular attachments. Attachment kits like sound something like something else. Yeah, exactly. Rather than scavenging for individual attachments. That's how you used to do it on Blackout 1. Now it's probably going to be like a bunch of attachments built into like one kit, because of course in BO7 there's like 100 attachments for each gun. It just wouldn't work. Increasing rarity adds attachments and improves stats. So the rarer your gun is, the more attachments you can have, which does really mess up kind of the replay value that Blackout had, since you had a bit of experimentation with attachments. Again, it wasn't much. You could basically choose long barrel or suppressor or grip or laser sight. Here it's not going to be the same. It's just going to be attachment kits. So to be honest, it ain't much different. In reality, it isn't much different, except you can't, for example, like really get into the nitty gritty of all those unique attachment combinations. Again, in Blackout 1, it didn't really make a difference. The attachments didn't buff your weapons so much. So I think it'll be okay. All the way up to legendary. So this is going to go all the way up to legendary with your attachment rarities. You immediately feel the impact as you upgrade. We'll see, I guess. There are both low and high risk areas to scavenge in. You're here to earn your way to success. Every match will feel different. There's no guaranteed path to a specific weapon. You need to adapt to what you find. Exactly what we need. Maybe I'll find my Maddox. And I don't understand what this, like, low and high risk areas. Because BO4 didn't really have this. Like, there wasn't really a place where you had more loot than any other place. It was all about, it was quite balanced, except some places were more popular. Like, mid-map was more popular than outer edges, of course, because grinders were ready to go mid-map firing range type shit. What happens if I'm eliminated? You have 2 chances to redeploy, either by using a scavenged redeploy token. Ooh. Now that's pretty dope. Allowing you to jump back into the match, or your team can activate a redeployment tower. How do I obtain the best loot? Okay, they didn't even explain that. Okay, fine. By successfully scavenging and upgrading your armaments, tactically using equipment including the Blackout elements integrated into Black Ops Royale, such as the wingsuit, grapple hook, which we've already seen in Endgame, sensor dart. Yo, that's amazing. I'm actually surprised they even added this because that's not even in BO7 right now. RCXD, which is new, because it can explode now. The original couldn't explode. The trauma kit and both the perks and armor systems. This is important. The perks are going to be really good. You're able to. You're also here to. Okay, whatever. You're also here to control the chaos and claim high tier loot in cradle breaches, the spiritual successor to Blackout zombie zones. Exactly. And these are going to be a bit better than Blackout zombie zones because I think the zombies are going to be more powerful. Blackout zombies actually basically did nothing to you. Like, they were useless. They literally did like 1 damage if you had armor. Drop into Operation Eclipse from the formation of VTOLs along your adversaries with nothing more than a wingsuit, 2 plates of attached armor. Hold on. 2 plates of attached armor. Um, hmm? What? I thought they just said we're gonna have blackout armor. 2 plates of attached armor is not blackout type shit. A knife and a Jaeger 45 pistol. That's not at all what we had in Blackout. We had this in what? Alcatraz, maybe. In Alcatraz, you would drop in with a pistol, no armor though, and no knife. I'm not sure if I like this. I mean, I guess you don't get killed off spawn with having no gun, but the plates, I don't think that's how it should be. This is all like, this is a Warzone thing. That's what they do in Warzone, not in Blackout. So this is quite a negative, I think. I also don't understand why there's 2 plates of attached armor. Blackout had armor levels, so level 1 armor, level 2 armor, level 3 armor. Why do you need plates? I don't know. Maybe it's like the actual health of the armor. It's 2 plates because you had plates in BO4. I think every armor had like how much was it? 5? 4? I can't even remember. It had like 4 or 5 plates, but it wasn't actual plates. It was just like the health. Who knows? Big map update Avalon. First introduced as a large scale endgame map in Call of Duty Black Ops 7, Avalon is a big map in Call of Duty Warzone, expanding the map pool alongside Verdansk, Rebuff Island, and Haven's Hollow. Avalon's massive landscape is defined by connecting locations and purpose-built combat zones, all taking place within the ominous red fog present in endgame. So I'm guessing the red fog is going to be the zone, possibly. This lets the vibrant and colorful world of Avalon shine. This is a big thing. It's very vibrant in comparison to Modern Warfare. It's similar to Blackout, featuring a mix of dense city sectors, tactically dispersed interior spaces, exposed routes for faster traversal may be advantageous, and extended sightlines. So what they're talking about is like this part of the map, sort of. if you notice, there's barely like any urban shit. This literally looks like a Blackout map. Like it's not Warzone. Warzone would have buildings everywhere and shit. Like really? That's horrible. This is kind of like Rivertown. Same here, kind of like Rivertown. Then you have a what like fracking tower type shit. That ain't really like fracking tower, but you know what I mean. Plus docks over here. There's more buildings, 100%. It's like there's more shit on the map. However, there's open spaces. Like over here, this is open. That's a big ass mountain. I'm pretty sure. This is open. This is all open. All of this is open. Plus the bridges, just like we had in the original Blackout. So it feels like an actual battle royale map. The team at Treyarch has made efforts to reduce water prevalence in the map, adding sections of exposed sand to connect islands and new land areas that connect major land masses to streamline player movement for a better battle royale gameplay. That's very good. Because if you notice here, this used to be all islands. So this used to be different separate islands. They added a bunch of sand over here to make it better. I mean, there's still this island here, which probably has nothing over there. But that's really, really good. And I think this is also connected. Yeah, that's connected. You can even see it kind of looks photoshopped. And over here, they must have maybe added something. I don't know why there's like a wall here. I don't think that's how it used to look. Maybe it is. Who knows? So that's very good. They actually made the map not ass. After infill, weapon, archetypes, and upgrades, loot and inventory, no loadouts. Oh, there's inventory. Okay, so that's a good sign. I thought they wouldn't bring back inventory, but if inventory's back, that's gonna be dope. Upgradable weapons. The early game involves a focused search within your drop point for loot, either loose or in-guild branded or regular supplied boxes. Okay, so these are probably different types of boxes. In Blackout, we only had one type of box. Well, we had a supply drop and a normal, like, on the floor box. So loose maybe is like just random shit. Guild branded is probably the good ones, and regular is like the medium ones. Securing weapon, armor plates, and upgrades. Tacticals, lethals, field up. Oh, there's field upgrades. That was not a thing on Blackout 1. Field upgrades are specialists, by the way, for those people who only play BO4. They're like weaker versions though, so maybe you can go invisible. You might be able to be silent or some bullshit, etc. Oh, and kill streaks. So this is a big difference. Kill streaks are now in Blackout. In BO4, they were also in Blackout, but they were minimal. So you had a sentry gun, you had a dart, but that was about it. It was like low tier kill streaks. I really hope they didn't add a UAV because that's going to kind of mess everything up. It really wouldn't play the same. And consumable perks, these are the most important. All normally looted weapons are from Black Ops 7, so we're not going to see any bullshit from BO6 or whatever. It's all going to be BO7 stuff. And it won't even matter if you don't play BO7 because you don't need the guns to be leveled up. That's awesome. There are two aspects about weapons you use in this mode that are vitally important. I just realized. Wait, pause. I'm reading. Oh no, I'm reading off screen. Shit. I was reading off screen the whole time. How are we gonna do this? Hold on. Can I go to the blog? There it is. All right. Well, I guess I'll reread it for a video. Who knows? Okay, so let's go back here. Where are we? I don't know. Oh, there's more stuff in here. What the hell? Hello. All right. This is gay. Wait. Let me just find this because I was reading off screen. Nobody told me. Nobody's in the chat telling me all this shit. 1 second. Let's go to BOS. Is it a Warzone? Oh, it's this. Wait. There was this thing here. I'm gonna go back to where we just were. Okay. Maybe we should restart the whole thing. We're just gonna read it from this because I don't. Why is there like? Is this the actual blog? Oh, yeah, this is the actual. Okay, this is the actual. I don't know what the hell I was reading. Pause. I don't think anyone was in the stream anyway, so we're gonna restart. I'm gonna torture y'all. So this is the actual blog post. I spent about 30 minutes reading the wrong thing. Lol. This is actually the correct blog post. So again, this is just the intro to how Blackout was. This is like the. Let me redo that. Actually, I'll just edit that out. So this is the actual. Summary. Yeah, this is like the summary of what Blackout is. Scavenge to survive and fight through high stakes chaos to gain the upper hand. In Black Ops Royale, they don't call it Blackout anymore. Drop into Avalon, gear up, upgrade weapons, and rely on your instincts in an all-new and unique Call of Duty Warzone experience rooted in Call of Duty's first Battle Royale. The evolution of Blackout launches on Thursday, March 12th at 9 p.m. or midnight Friday, March 13th at 12 a.m. ET on the East Coast. Welcome back to Black Ops Royale. This is Blackout 2, but they're calling it Black Ops Royale for no reason. This is an original Blackout inspired Battle Royale with no loadouts, good, no gulag, perfect, and no buy stations, perfect. Wingsuit in, scavenge to survive, upgrade weapons for rarity, master cradle breaches, and outlast 24 rival squads on Avalon's massive map. So it is going to be 100 people. It's not going to be 155 like Warzone. Weapons, archetypes, and upgrading. After infill, it's pure scavenging warfare, scrambling to find BO4 weapons fixed with fixed build archetypes and 5 attachments, upgrade paths. Ooh, 5 attachment upgrade paths is nice. That must mean there's going to be different ways you can upgrade your attachments. Instead of like having like one, how you have it in Blackout, you just keep stacking more attachments into your gun. Hunt for attachment kits to raise weapon rarity, unlocking your preset build, and push your arsenal to legendary before the competition does. So legendary is going to be the absolute max upgrade for your gun and its attachments. A deeper dive into weapon archetypes. Weapon archetypes define how every gun functions in Black Ops Royale. I don't know why they didn't call it Blackout. Pairing class-wide global benefits with tuned build themes that stack through rarity upgrades. Learn the themes, master the kits, and turn base ground loot into legendary or even exotic. Match winning for high potential. So this is something they didn't mention before. Exotic is higher than legendary, so that's like overpowered type shit. I'm not sure how you're gonna get that. It must be like some ultra shit you have to do. I guess we'll see. It basically just means that you can upgrade your guns like it's Fortnite. So you're gonna go from common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary, and exotic or something like that. And as you go higher up, you're gonna get more attachments. So I don't think it's gonna increase your damage or anything. It's just gonna give you more attachments so the gun handles better. Cerebral Link. This is some shit from BO3. Your heads-up display. Black Ops Royale Cerebral Link HUD keeps the familiar Call of Duty Warzone layout while adding critical intel, visible health values, weapon rarity, and archetype. Full attachment upgrade paths and an expanded backpack menu. That is dope. Supporting additional equipment slots. So we're not gonna have a backpack that has everything go into one space. It's gonna have like specific slots for equipment probably, and maybe specific slots for heals and specific slots for perks, something like that. I don't think they're gonna have it like BO4 where you just shove everything into the backpack. Faster swaps, clearer data, sharper decision making all at a glance. So yeah, they actually put some work into making sure you actually understand what you're doing, and you have. Good, amazing. Black Ops Royale perk system, the original Call of Duty BR perk system returns as includes a flexible twist. No fixed slots, just 5 swappable consumable boosts you activate when the amount demands. That's very weird. So I don't know what they're saying here. No fixed slots. Oh, they're saying so in Modern Warfare Warzone, you had like only 3 slots to put your perks. They're just saying this is just like Blackout, but you can't have more than 5. So you can consume 5 perks, and then you will activate the benefit as you consume them. Then you loot them, swap them with your squad, and time them wisely. So they're going to be on a timer, just like in Blackout. Perfect, exactly what we needed. Each temporary advantage can shift the balance of a firefight or the fate of your squad throughout the match. This is true, because the BO4 perks were really overpowered. Like, I mean, mobility, Brawler. Brawler is actually in BO7. They're definitely going to bring that back. It's already in multiplayer. Medic was very good, very overpowered. Consumer was dope because you could heal faster. All of this shit was dope. Outlander was like the gas mask from Warzone, so you could stay inside the zone more. So those are all gonna be dope. One thing that I do wonder, now that I'm thinking about it, is if there's only 5 slots, it's gonna be a bit annoying to try and really become overpowered. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's because in Blackout you can have like 10 perks popped at the same time. But who knows? Maybe it's good. Black Ops Royale equipment, arm yourself with full Blackout inspired arsenal, carry 2 types of equipment at once, and use returning favorites like the grapple hook. Ruin's grapple hook is coming back. We already saw it back in Endgame, and the Sense Dart is coming back. Literally the Sense Dart from BO4 and the Trauma Kit. Trauma Kit this year is probably not going to give you 200 health, it's probably going to give you 150, because by base you have 100. So it's probably going to get you to 150, and it's going to work the same way where you would pop it and it gives you the extra 50, or you can wait till you're low on health and you can pop it then, and it gets you straight up to 150, like like instantly. And that's what I used to do when I played solo squad. Plus, potent kill streaks, and this is not that good. I think this is a really bad thing about this. Potent kill streaks are not good since that's a Warzone thing. Why do we need UAVs, like airstrikes? They are cool. They are interesting. Blackout had some kill streaks like the dart, like the sentry gun, but these streaks are not like overpowered. They're just random ass streaks. I think they're gonna have a bit more overpowered streaks in Blackout too. I hope they're interesting. I hope it's not just some bullshit because it's just gonna make it really annoying. And the tiered armor vest system. So tiered armor vest is really weird because they're saying it's like Blackout, but you can also have plates. I'm hoping it's like Blackout plates. Blackout plates were different than Warzone plates. We'll get to see that later. Scavenge smartly and deploy the right tool at the right moment to survive. Black Ops Royale match features. Black Ops Royale reshapes match flow with wingsuit infill, wall jumping. We didn't even see this in the trailer. Wall jumping is actually in the game. That is amazing because you can actually mantle stuff a lot better. That is dope. Omni movement is really good as well because you can slide in multiple different directions. Swimmable waterways. I don't know what that means. Does that mean we can go under the ground in the sewers like rats? And crossable tidal flats. Oh, crossable tidal flats means sand. So they basically dried up parts of the map, so it's like the sand underneath the water, so you can traverse from an island to an island. No gulag, thank God. I mean, a gulag wouldn't be the worst, but redeploying with cash stations is stupid because you just spam that shit over and over. And redeploys are now only via tokens or captured towers. Command and then okay, command land, sea, and air vehicles. Yo, if y'all remember, this is the exact line they used in 2018 because Fortnite didn't have sea and air vehicles, so they just tried to cash that in by saying, "Yo, we got land, sea, and air vehicles." Because back in Fortnite, you used to go into water and die. The same with Warzone, I think. Warzone, you couldn't even go into the water for a while. Outmaneuver rivals and stay ahead of the ever-closing collapse. Activities. Avalon's potential activities add to looting with purposeful risk, hunt bounties, crack strongholds for armor, capture relays for UAV sweeps, and redeploys, or fight through guild defenses for premium rewards. Choose your objective, secure the advantage, and dictate the pace of the match. So this is new. This was not in Blackout 2. This is a Blackout 1. This is a Warzone feature. So in Warzone, you could go get a bounty and it would give you cash. You could go do looting and it would give you cash. You'd have all these objectives around the map. And I don't think that was that good because it only gave you cash and like random ass loot. And since the loot in the game was loadout focused, I mean, what could they really give you? Like some extra UAV, maybe extra cash. So it wasn't that good. Maybe a gas mask. I think activities this year are going to be way better since they can actually give you so much different shit like perks, armor, equipment, gun upgrades. Bro, this is going to really add a lot of good value to the game. So even if you don't like this new system, right, you prefer the original Blackout, if you're a bit skeptical, I think when the game comes out, you're going to enjoy this because this is going to really make the game fun. Cradle breaches. This is the new zombie system. Shrouds part of the Avalon in red gas, spawning hallucinated zombies hordes and revealing desirable loot. Invisible outside the zone, brave the chaos to face a mangler boss. This is just like what we had in BO4, where we had the Warden as a boss. We had the Blightfather in the beta. So they're bringing back the bosses. That's awesome. Or unlock a mystery box for the best armor, weaponry, and other top tier rewards if you survive. This is exactly the same as we had in Blackout 1. This is really good. I'm really happy with that. But what I don't understand is invisible outside the zone. So I'm guessing if you're outside the zone, you can't see the cradle breaches. Okay. Integration and launch timing. Black Ops Battle Royale ties directly into Black Ops 7 and Call of Duty Warzone progression. Oh, so you can actually, yeah, so you're going to be able to have a dark matter on Blackout. So you can grind Blackout dark matter. You can level up on this to level 1000 and it will count for your Black Ops 7 shit. And you're going to get like a 100%er calling card. So there's going to be hella shit to grind. Challenges, mission, and camo locks as they put here. Plus the cross mode counter skies event. March. Ooh, what is this? Oh, this is going to be the swordfish. The swordfish is coming back. March 17th. but it's called the A1. I don't know why it's called the A1. The Swordfish from BO4 is returning March 17th to April 2nd. That's awesome. New attachments, operator skins, which are going to be 0. We're going to get 0 from Black Ops 4 coming back, and more when the mode launches March 12th. And then we have up to 100 wingsuit players with one goal: be the last team standing. Once you hit the ground, you have to scavenge for weapons and other resources to strategize your survival. In addition to the numerous opponents, beware of the collapse, which slowly shrinks the area of combat, forcing fights to the death. Oh, and don't forget the zombies. This is the original Blackout blog describing that they did October 12th in 2018. This hits home. I've been there for years. I've been waiting for years. But yeah, I think they're really trying to make this as close to Blackout as possible, especially since Warzone's been kind of screwing up Battle Royale for the last 5 years. It's such a shame because Blackout was so much better, and they finally get a chance to actually make it good. And here's the roadmap. This looks dope. So you're gonna have redeploy towers, trauma kits, armor vest, symbol monkeys, which are back from BO4, sensor dart back from BO4, and bubble shield. Bubble shield is from, I think, campaign and endgame. Bubble shield. That's not in BO4 multiplayer. Oh, these are the kill streaks. So we have a dog, HKDs, psych bomb, death machine. Yo, what? Yo, that is ass. If you don't know what HKDs are wraps from BO3. So you can spawn in basically wraps. These are seeker drones from BO4, profit seeker drones, which do what wraps do, where they follow you and explode. The dog is a mantis. So these are actually, so the dog is from BO4, it's a mantis. Death Machine is from BO4, it's the Reaper's Death Machine. War Machine is from BO4. The Psych Bomb is like a new thing, it just like confuses enemies. But the HKDs, I don't know. Like, I would hope they don't make them too overpowered. That would be really stupid. Operator orders. Yo, this is character challenges. You can do character challenges again, I think. That is amazing. So you can like earn numbers outfits. And here's the perks. Berserker is, I don't know what that is. Hunter and Momentum. I actually, we have to read about that later. Then we're gonna have the Warzone ranked series. I'm not playing that. I'm too ass. Activities. This is the Cradle Breaches and the Surveillance Drone, Surprise Shipment, and more. I'm not sure what this. There must be different types of zombies. Then there's Wingsuit Grapple Hook and Wall Jump. Thank God Wall Jump is here. This is gonna be the 100 player thing, and the Avalon map like that. What is weird is that it's only 100 players. Blackout originally they tried to test it and push it to be past 100. I don't know why they didn't do it now. I thought that they would, make it 155 like Warzone had it, but I guess not. Maybe it's because there's redeploys now. A new big map and rebuilt updated mode inspired by the Call of Duty Battle Royale experience that started all Warzone players. Welcome to Avalon. Looking for Black Ops 7 Season 2 Reloaded comms. Expect a new roadmap and blog later this week on March 4th. That's going to be in 2 days. And we're gonna have, we're gonna skip over this because this is the trailer, and this is gonna be how to play Black Ops Royale way. How to play. Who made this title? What is Black Ops Royale? I guess we'll read this. This is a free-to-play battle royale experience with new rules influenced by the original Blackout. It's good that it's free to play because Blackout really got hurt by being paid. Black Ops Royale is a new map with gameplay that rewards scavenging for greater gear and eventual domination of all rival squads. This is different than Modern Warfare because in Modern Warfare you didn't really want to scavenge, you just sat there for your loadout and just vibed and went for kills. There are clear influences from the core Blackout experience, like we already saw in the top, like bullet drop and weapon handling, as well as the armor system and the use of trauma kit, capturing the Blackout pacing, traversal, combat feel in a modern way. This isn't a remake, it's a unique experience that pays homage to the Blackout core gameplay while keeping the flow of the match feeling right for Call of Duty players. How many players in squads? There will be 100 players in 25 quad teams to begin with, dropping into Avalon with a visible circle denoting every shrinking parameter. The location of this electrified boundary, that's a weird word to describe it, shifts to another part of the map at the start of each map to ensure the entire map is playable across the games. This is just how Battle Royale works, is normal. It's weird that it's electrified because the original Blackout 1 zone was also electrified. What makes this Blackout Royale different? Unlike Warzone BL, okay, we actually kind of read this already. I think I might skip over this. I'll just like cut to the part that I read that before in stream in the video. Infill scavenge to survive. Okay, I think we need to read some of these over here. I guess I'll read it. So how do I gear up to proficiently? Find a weapon, armor, and equipment from ground loot and supply boxes, and be on the lookout for consumable perks as well as equipment, and level up your armor. Each weapon has preset archetypes, and if you find one that fits your playstyle, you can upgrade it. Increasing rarity adds attachments and improves stats all the way up to legendary. You immediately feel the impact as you upgrade. Apparently, you can also have the higher one to, above legendary. What was it called? Like ultra or something? Mythic? I'm not sure. Allegedly, who knows? They said that earlier. What happens if I'm eliminated? Oh, sorry. This side here. There are both low and high risk areas scavenging. You're here to earn your way to success. Every match will feel different. There's no guaranteed path to a specific weapon. You need to adapt to what you find. What's weird about this wasn't really how Blackout 1 is. I have a feeling this is just like the way they're selling the game. In Blackout 1, there wasn't like a high risk area for better loot. That didn't exist. Every area basically had the same amount of loot. It was spread out evenly. There was just some areas that were more popular. I think it's probably the same now. I really think so. Maybe there's gonna be like a specific area like they had in Fortnite where it's like more guarded. There's like NPCs there, and you have to kill the NPCs and get the loot, but who knows? What happens if you're eliminated? This is a big important thing. In Blackout, if you're eliminated, you have to wait for the whole match. You couldn't even come back. Now you can actually come back. You have two chances to redeploy, either by using scavenge redeploy tokens, so you just redeploy straight away, allowing you to jump back into the match, or your team can activate a redeploy tower just like in Fortnite. So this is a Fortnite way, not the Warzone way, which I really think is much better because then it just means you can't just spam people back. Like, that just feels so cheesy. It's like it doesn't feel like an actual battle royale. Like you dying doesn't even matter anymore. Plus, there was a gulag. How do I obtain the best loot? By successfully scavenging and upgrading your armaments, tactically using equipment, including the blackout elements integrated into Black Ops Royale, such as wingsuit, grappling hook, sensor dart, RCXD, trauma kit, and both the perk and armor systems. You're also here to control the chaos and claim high tier loot in cradle breaches, the spiritual successes of Blackout Zombie. So we already read about this a bit before. But yeah, we already saw all this. Infill scavenge to survive. Drop into Operation Eclipse. I guess that's what they're going to call this now. From a formation of VTOLs, this is just like in the original Blackout. Back then we had a formation of helicopters. Now we're going to have a formation of VTOLs from BO2, alongside your adversaries with nothing more than a wingsuit, 2 players of attached armor, a knife, and a Jaeger 45 pistol. Like I mentioned previously, this is a bit weird. In Blackout, you spawned in with nothing. So now you're actually going to spawn in with armor, a knife, and a pistol. It's going to be a shit pistol, but it is a pistol. So it's kind of like Blackout. But I don't think this is a good idea. This is basically just to cater to the Warzone people. Like in Warzone, this is how you spawn in. Is it a big deal? It basically means there's less chances for you to get free kills at the beginning, but it also means you're not going to die like instantly from bullshit. So, I don't know. This is a Blackout inspired gameplay where scavenging is a key survival. You're here to loot with haste before the enemy outplays you. Your first plan usually obtaining a more powerful weapon. This is the first plan to usually the first plan is your first plan is usually obtaining a more powerful weapon. Big map, Avalon. This is how the map looks. There's going to be helicopters all over the map as well, which is nice. First, introduced as a large-scale endgame map in Black Ops 4 Avalon, so we already know about this. What they're actually saying in here is they've added sand in between these islands so you can cross over. That's what they've actually said, and they're also saying how the map is more vibrant than Warzone, which, yeah, it's true. It's really kind of similar to Blackouts. And they're also talking about how there's more empty space than in Warzone. Like, if you compare this to a Warzone map, this has hella empty space. Plus, if you also look at the design is just like in BO4, where you have separate locations that come back from older games. Casinos from Black Ops 4. Winery, I think, is Hacienda from BO4. Car Factory is WMD from BO4, BO6 as well. Then there's, I don't know, I can't remember what these are exactly. This is from BO2, Yemen. Is also going to come into multiplayer very soon, etc., etc. So it's the BO4 system. Part 2 after infill weapons, archetypes, and upgrading. So we need to really look at this. Loot and inventory. So they're going to bring back inventory, thank God. No loadouts, upgradable weapons. The early game involves a focused search within your drop point for loot, either loose or guild branded or regular supply boxes, securing weapons, armor plates, and upgrades, tacticals, lethals, field upgrades, kill streaks, which, I don't know, and consumable perks as you go. All normally looted weapons are from BO7. There are 2 aspects about any weapon you use in this mode that are vitally important to your continued survival: the weapon's rarity and the weapon's build archetype. So rarity is like Fortnite, where you can have uncommon, common, rare, legendary, and I think that the ultra, whatever they have, myth, I can't remember what it's called, and the weapon build archetype, which decides what attachments you can actually put on the gun. And there's gonna be like different attachment paths you can take. As usual, looted weapons have a rarity value as you scavenge during the early match. These are predominantly common rarity, appearing with grey outline around the weapon before you pick it up and framing the box, the info box on your HUD. Okay, so we can look over here. This is AK-12. It's kind of decent in multiplayer. And we have the grey. Then we have the common, rare. Then we have legendary and epic. And if you notice the difference between these, I'm pretty sure it's only the attachments. So as you progress, you're going to have more attachments and better attachments. Like this has a scope, that doesn't have a scope, etc. And yeah, as you look at this, so you're going to get more attachments as you progress with the extended mag, the recoil foregrip, 2x optic, and the mid-range barrel. So this is kind of similar to Blackout, except they've kind of combined Blackout and Fortnite. And I think the system isn't bad. I think the system is okay because don't forget in Blackout, there was only so many attachments. So at the end of the game, you would always be using the same attachments anyway. There was only 2 barrels, only 2 grips, and most of the other attachments were only 1 in each slot. Like you couldn't even choose. So, it is what it is. And there are 5 main color coded rarity values to a weapon. The rarer the weapon, the more predominant attachments there are on the weapon. Common gray, 1 attachment, uncommon 2 attachments, and it's just going to go to 3, 4, 5. Maximum for normally secured weapons. All weapons in Black Ops Royale have already received 5 predominant attachments, each with an easy to understand description of what advantage each attachment gives to that weapon once you pick it up. So I'm guessing they're not doing the same thing as BO7 multiplayer where the attachments have like weird values. Like, oh, this gives you flinch plus horizontal plus weapon kick. Like nobody knows like what that even really does. Like they kind of get the idea, but they don't really know. I'm guessing here is like Blackout where it just says grip reduces recoil. Oh, sorry, grip and Blackout was different. Grip and Blackout would aim in faster, right? So I'm hoping they do it that way. All 5 of the predetermined attachment appear above the weapon icon in your HUD, and each time you inspect the weapon, check the tac map, upgrade path menu, or upgrade the weapon. However, only the attachment highlighted in this icon are visible fixed to the weapon and active as you pick it up. The remaining grayed out attachments show how the weapon will be upgraded and are automatically added to the weapon as you increase its rarity and as the match continues. Here's a big issue with this. A long time ago in Blackout, if you killed somebody, you could loot their attachments. I don't think that's going to be a thing on this anymore. Like, I don't know if you can actually loot people's attachments since they're going to be attached to certain weapons. That might be I don't know. Attachments are predetermined to the weapon. This is exactly what I'm talking about. They're predetermined, so you can't actually choose them. To the weapon you pick up and are not swapped out individually, unlike Blackout. This means you increase the rarity of your weapon, and therefore the number of attachments you unlock from its predetermined list. As the match progresses by finding and using attachment kits, you immediately feel the impact of the upgrade as you find attachment kits. The optional but recommended end goal is to utilize a legendary orange weapon with all 5 attachments unlocked. Just like in Blackout. In the end, you would always want to end up with a gun with 5 attachments. And in Black Ops Royale, the 5 predetermined attachments you can fix onto a loadout weapon have been bench tested and designed to perform in a particular way. Every armament is designed for a particular style of play, and the grouping of attachment match that style of play. Oh, this is actually important. This is known as the weapon build archetypes. The archetype is denoted by a build theme that appears above the weapon name in your HUD. So there must be some like which have like super fast speed, maybe super low recoil. Probably some with like really high ammo. That's kind of the archetypes that I'm thinking of. Build themes have a narrative inspired theme. Examples include CQB, Raider, Covert, Viper, heavy metal heroes type shit, or Stalker. So this is probably stealth. These descriptors allow you to gain an initial understanding of what type of attachments that gun will have before you read the enhancement description under each individual attachment. The more you play Black Ops Royale, the more you'll learn the weapon build and its specific advantages, so you can look out for a named build and you will know it suits your playstyle. Or you can consult the table later in this blog. We need to take a look at this later. The archetypes you find are constructed to take advantage of particular weapon capabilities, I recommend the plan is to pick up the one that mimics your style of play. Locations randomized, weapon builds aren't located into a specific supply box or locations. Example builds, a stealth focused build such as Covert, archetype for the AK-27 focuses on silencer type and magazine size, but has 3 other attachments that complement the stealth playstyle. Okay. Attachment intel, your HUD displays all the predetermined attachments you can unlock by upgrading with attachment kits. Weapon choice, while each weapon is locked into an upgrade path, you can still choose between different builds across all Blackout 7 weapons by finding them across Avalon. Okay, it's like common sense shit. So this is green, rare, purple, legendary, and this is probably the kit that like just gets you to the next level, right? I'm not sure, maybe I can't tell. After dropping into Avalon and securing weapon amongst the ground loot that matches your playstyle, and you've noted the advantages of the 5 attachment available to the weapon, it's time to upgrade. The search is on. Focus on attachment kits. Attachment kits are found as ground loot. Oh, that's interesting. So, it's actually everywhere. Ground loot boxes or as activity rewards. So we saw the activities that you can perform. They are easily spotted due to the purple glow around them. Attachment kits automatically increase the rarity and add the next attachment to the weapon. The more attachment kits you find, the more potent the weapon becomes. Potent just means like, I think powerful. I don't know why they're using such weird ass words. It's more like potent is like a strong smell type shit. Goofy ass, goofy ass word. A weapon becomes as the rarity level increases and more attachments are automatically unlocked for it. If you see an attachment kit, grab it while holding the gun you wish to upgrade, which can include your infill pistol. I don't know who would ever do that. The kit immediately adds an attachment to the weapon rarity you are carrying and adds a rarity level to it. To fully max out a weapon, secure as many attachment kits as you need to allow all 5 of the weapon's predominant attachments to be used. Again, we're kind of already, reading this. For a common gray rarity weapon with 1 attachment already available, secure a total of 4 more attachment kits to max out to legendary orange status. Okay, that's fine. Okay, this is going to be important. Deeper dive into weapon archetypes, critical intel weapon archetype build themes. Before we showcase I don't think we need to read this. So, uh, actually, let's read this anyway. Before we showcase all the weapon build archetypes you can scavenge in Black Ops Royale, let's recap what we've already learned so far. I don't know why they're doing recaps, but okay. Each weapon class, assault rifles, etc., features a distinct archetype theme, either 2 or 3 per class. A theme is built around playstyles that naturally fit the class. Okay, so like if you're an LMG dude, you might want like a suppression theme where you like suppress an area, like suppress a fire, so you have a largest magazine or some bullshit. But that wouldn't be present on a pistol because that just doesn't work. Individual weapons within a class will draw from one of the archetypes. With all Black Ops 7 weapon classes, you can expect over 40 archetype themes. Okay. With over 20 available as ground loot, with more added and adjusted during the season. That's a lot of archetype themes. So I'm guessing different guns will have different ones, because that couldn't just be like 40 for each weapon. As previously explained, at each rarity tier, weapon gain a new attachment along predefined progression paths that reinforce the selected archetype theme. The chosen attachments have been customized to be tuned, to be for the playstyle for the theme of the archetype. This basically what this does is it replaces the way loadouts used to work in Warzone. Because you still have like a loadout, but you have to find it on the floor, but you get to choose what style you want for your gun. Pretty much. This is the SG-12 from BO4, and I don't know, these are some random guns that you wouldn't know. This is kind of like the Maddox, it's a Mirage. Global class benefits. In addition to the archetype attachment benefits, weapons gain general global class benefits at every rarity tier after common. Okay, so if you upgrade your gun, it doesn't just give you attachments, it probably gives you other buffs. Global class benefits apply regardless of the individual archetype, theme, and consistently stack at each rarity tier, starting at uncommon. A note on recoil: fully automatic weapons feature increased recoil at common rarity compared to the same weapon in other Call of Duty Warzone modes. Upgrade these using attachment kits to improve this recoil and increase the potency, cool, of these weapons. I don't know why they keep using potency, but alright. So I'm guessing you can upgrade your recoil as you enhance the rarity. A note on bullet velocity and bullet drop. In addition to the global weapon class benefits you receive as you upgrade a weapon, except bullet drop to significantly improve for all weapons at 2 specific rarity levels. For most gun types, you will experience decreased bullet drop and increased bullet velocity at rare and legendary orange levels. For snipers, you will experience decreased bullet velocity drop and increased bullet velocity at uncommon, so green, and epic purple rarity levels. So you're going to be able to get better recoil and bullet velocity. Bullet velocity and drop upgrades will be noticeable during your match. So it is a big deal. I mean, Blackout had the same thing where if you had no long barrel and long barrel, there was quite a big difference between your bullet velocity. Study the following lists and tables as they show the global class benefits and archetype build themes of all weapon available as ground loot. So this is important. We have to pay attention to this one. Black Ops Royale global weapon class benefits. Each weapon class has a set of class bonuses applied to its uncommon gray rarity. These stack as you upgrade your chosen weapon to a higher rarity. This means fully upgraded legendary orange weapons would stack the following benefits 4 times. No benefits at common, 1 set of benefits at uncommon, 2 sets, 3 sets, 4 sets. So each time you upgrade, you get like a different benefit, I'm guessing. I think that's what they mean. There's a lot of stuff to look over here. Oh my god. So we have high velocity ammo, control stock, etc., etc. Oh, this is long barrel from BO4, or sort of. Or statistical increases are based on improvements from the common gray version of the weapon and may not reflect the weapon as used in other Call of Duty Warzone modes. Yeah, they're just saying Warzone wouldn't play the same as Blackout. Use the following global class benefits to pick weapons that work with your preferred playstyle. Note that the 3 signs next to the benefit indicate the following, and all specific percentages are subject to adjustment. Very minor benefit, high benefit, etc. So what you're going to have is, just like in BO7, you can have different variations of how much you can upgrade your stuff. So this is going to be like a very minor benefit, a minor benefit, a very big benefit. Global benefits at uncommon rarity is going to be like horizontal recoil, faster recoil speed, submachine gun global at, oh, so they're going to tell us what the benefits are. So ARs are horizontal and vertical recoil and faster reload speed. That's decent. This is the same. Shotguns is better hip spread, so and faster reload speed. Light machine guns, same as the ARs. Marksman rifles, same as the ARs, except the better aiming at idle sway. And sniper rifles, faster chamber speed, idle sway, and flinch. Pistols, you just get reload speed. And that's for uncommon, like rarity, so like the first level. At the most basic level, each weapon has its own basic handling characteristics that are distinct from one another. For example, the base EGR-T17 AR handles in a different way compared to the base Peacekeeper Mark 1 AR. You should already have preferred weapon based on playstyle. Playing other modes with Black Ops Royale, you can scavenge for archetype of that weapon. Here are the available archetype themes, followed by more detailed explanations on general stats that increase when using the upgrade and upgrading that archetype. So here's an example. So ARs expected to follow archetypes. M115 mod, we have a CQB or recon, covert recon, same here. CQB covert, covert recon, recon, CQB. So there's only going to be like 5 different um names here, but these will basically like they'll have different variations within these names. And then you can accept these ones for some machine guns. You have Burner, Stalker, Mantis from BO4. So these are all those. Raider, Striker, Heavy Metal, like Heavy Metal Heroes, Patrol. So there's some that don't exist. For example, here, some of these don't exist in ARs. So ARs have their own unique ones. SMGs have their own unique ones. And these have their own unique ones. Everything has their own unique stuff, basically. Yeah, they do, except CQB is on the Jaeger as well as the ARs. Launches and specials and melees, while launches and other weapons in Black Ops Royale, they do not feature archetype themes. Note that your infill pistol can be upgraded as well. Weapons found in ground loot will be constantly adjusted as the season progresses. Therefore, you may not find certain listed weapon archetypes themes until later in the season. The following archetype themes, along with playstyle descriptions, are planned to be available through some themes, and weapons will become accessible as the season progresses. Oh, sorry, those some themes and weapons will be, added later. So here's an archetype theme 3 for ARs. Okay. And we're going to see basically what they do. Frontline aggressive. So CQB is frontline aggressive, bridging the gap between an AR and SMG. So the stats give you better ADS speed, better sprint to fire, sprinter speed, aim walking speed, horizontal recoil control, a better magazine, and a red dot. So this basically gives you like speed. Recon is for ARs with the Maddox as well. Don't forget, not all guns, like the Maddox doesn't have this. The Maddox cannot use this one for some reason. I don't know why, because the Maddox is an SMG basically. The Maddox can have recon though, and it gives you vertical recoil, horizontal recoil, bullet velocity, all damage ranges, flinch resistance, a 3x scope, which is, I don't know about that, and a 60 round mag. So each one will give you different attachments. Covert, Maddox is here again. We're going to have suppressor, mid damage range, aiming movement speed, vertical recoil control, non sprinting speed, ADS speed. Okay, that's weird. This is like a stealth build. And here's the SMG ones. Burner is ADS speed, sprinter fire, rate of fire, sprint movement speed, hip fire spread. This is like a Russia. So Burner is like a Russia one. Stalker, this is basically stealth. Some of these are similar, like Stalker and Covert are very similar. It's just for different, AR and SMG. Mantis, playable okay, whatever. The damage range, bullet velocity, vertical recoil control, horizontal recoil, flinch resistance, 2x scope. This is like a long range type of thing. So yeah, if you actually notice, this Mantis is the same as this Recon, pretty much. It's like the same idea. So they share similarities. Raider is probably a Russia one. Yeah, this looks like Russia. Bug Out is like longer range, I'm pretty sure. Longer range with better magazine. Striker is aiming movement speed, ADS pellet spread, damage range, ADS speed. I think this is like a trying like more accuracy. Yeah, that looks like a more accuracy one. Here's the light machine gun ones. And you can also see the perks that they give you here. You get nice rapid fire, nice compensator. This is for patrol, by the way. So again, I can't show all of these because there's too many of them. But we'll see over here. So we're going to have the lockdown. So it's like suppression, I'm guessing, as I guessed previously. Aiming, movement speed, ADS speed, horizontal recoil control, movement speed. Patrol is going to give you... It's kind of like a rushing one. It turns an LMG into an AR. And heavy metal, like heavy metal heroes, is going to give you better damage range. Yeah, it's gonna like give you like length. I think you can shoot further, basically longer ranges. Here's marksman rifles, scout, damage range, idle sway, flinch resistance, and widow, suppressed fire. So this is gonna be the stealth version, and this is gonna be like the damage version. Sniper rifles archetype, you're gonna have Viper, which gives you better bullet velocity, so you can like shoot faster and further. And Redacted is gonna be again a stealth build. I kind of really wish they didn't have so many different names for stealth builds because this makes it really confusing. Like Redacted is a stealth build, so is Widow, so is I don't think these have any stealths, but like this is a stealth build, Mantis is a stealth build. So there's a lot of stealth builds that have different names for different guns. Here's the pistol. CQB is the same as ARs, so this is gonna be like a speed one. Akimbo, oh, Akimbo is nice. Dual wield, that's gonna be interesting. Sentinel is also gonna be another stealth archetype. And archetype examples, building a better sniper rifle. So this is the, example, I guess. They're gonna show how the sniper will progress, and this is the common variation. And they're gonna compare the difference. I really don't care because I'm not gonna like. This is just some like gay ass shit. Like it gives you all the stackable benefits. With your percent flinch or whatever. That was too confusing. It can't be asked. Bro, it's so gay. So many numbers. I don't know if y'all want to look at this. Y'all look at this. It's just numbers everywhere. But basically, it's saying once you get to orange, you're gonna get a lot of good rechamber speed, a lot of idle sway, improved flinch, bullet velocity, flinch, aiming idle sway, first shot, and rechamber speed, which is basically what the attachments do. So I'm guessing what they do is they give you attachments, and the attachments get better as you upgrade your gun. And this is what I was talking about: exotics, weapons. So this is what you have in endgame, and you can find like really overpowered guns with look how many attachments this is. Like this is like 8 attachments. Under normal circumstances, the upgrade path of weapon ends at legendary rarely, but there are certain circumstances during the match where you might uncover weaponry and with more devastating and nuke abilities. This is really dope. These weapons have more than 5 attachments, usually 8, have the ultra gold rarity level, are already fully upgraded and may have unique abilities. These are known as exotic weapons and are highly prized. In fact, they may only be one available per match. Whoa, that is cool. That is a really good feature where you can actually find like one golden gun in the whole entire match. Now it's gonna be annoying when it kind of goes into the zone and it gets left there, but that's really cool that you can actually have this. This is from endgame, so they're gonna have like maybe your bullets will burn enemies or freeze them or some shit. Like these are the extra buffs that it's gonna have plus the attachments. So the backdrive is Takedown Specialist Dream. It features 8 helpful attachments specifically tailored to enhancing this weapon type, along with additional abilities. So improved damage range, faster reload speed, faster jog sprint speed, 80 round mag, faster ADS, faster sprint speed, reflex opstick, faster fire rate, reduced recoil. Like this is insane. This is your heads up display. Ooh, yo, I don't know. This looks like Warzone. This looks ass. What the hell is this? So this is your armor. This is your gun. These are your 2 equipment slots. This is your 2 equipment slots. This is your field upgrade. I think you have 2 field upgrades. These are your perks. Inventory is down on the D-pad. It used to be up on the D-pad back in the day. And this must be your like upgrade path or something. I'm not sure. You might be able to, and this is the map. The map is square instead of circular like it was in Blackout, which is also kind of weird. The match timer is there. You're also going to see cars, which was not a feature in Blackout. You wouldn't have car icons. Plus, you can see the sun. I don't know why you can see the sun over here. I guess it's like because your guns will have glare or something. I don't know. Who knows? This is actually a BO4 map, by the way. If you guys recognize this is Casino. And this is maybe the trauma kit. Yeah, that's the trauma kit. So you have 250 out of 150 health, which is way different than BO4. BO4 you had 200 out of 150. So I don't know what this shit is. It's some crazy shit. And you have 3 plates. So the armor looks different, but I think it works the same way. Like I think it works like Blackout instead of like Warzone. It's just they put a lot of focus on the plating instead of the armor, like they did in BO4. BO4 is the inverse. It showed you the armor more than the plating, and you have different variations of armor here. It's like this is purple, so it's probably the 3rd best. So you might have 4 different armors, and this is going to tell you what we have, which we just went over, and then etc. This is your quick menu. So this is similar but different to BO4 because you have this looks way different completely. You have your score streaks over here. Oh my god. So you have your gun, your perks, and then you have 5 wait, no, this is your armor. You have a 1 score streak only. Ooh. Yeah, that's a bit weird. That's not the same as we used to have in Blackout. Like you used to be able to put so much more in there. Then you have like I think 1 or 2 perks. Oh no, you can have 2 score streaks. Look, you can have 2 equipments here, 2 equipments here, 2 score streaks, 2 field upgrades. That's dope. I think that's nice. And you have your ammo like we did back in BO4. That's nice. But there's only 3 types of ammo. 4, 5. So ARs will have the same ammo, unlike BO4, where BO4 had 2 different bullets for ARs and had 2 different bullets for SMGs. And it made a big difference because in Alcatraz, for example, 9mm was much rarer than 45 caliber. Because 45 caliber people would spawn in with pistols and not already had 45 cal. So you would sometimes want to choose a 45 caliber SMG like the Spitfire or the Damon, so you can have a lot more ammo than a 9mm. So that's not going to be a thing in this game, unfortunately, anymore. And let's take a look at the rest. Equipment menu. You have quick access to equipment menu inside your HUD, which shows the following. Armor plates. Okay, we just went through that. Exactly. Oh, we can also see the amount of armor plates you have, which is 5. That's similar to Warzone, I think. Well, yeah. As the attack map, we have squad ping, eliminated, down, ammo cache, cradle breach. That's the zombies. Redeploy tower, supply crate. Ooh, they're gonna show supply crates. Relay antenna, surveillance drone, strongbox. These are the objectives you can do. I think this is gonna be dope. And the surprise cache, which is from endgame. You can probably just like do that challenge and then get some rewards. And then this is your upgrade paths, which are amazing. Attack map, access attack map regarding the Avalon AO, including locations of activities, upgrade path. Scoreboard and stats. Note, additional combat information is now available during the loading screen, showing your KD, top 10 placements, and games played in this mode. This is just like BO4. BO4, when you started in multiplayer, it would show you like your KD, etc. And I think they still have that, but that's dope that they brought that back. Then you have the perk system. Yo! Brawler's back. Engineer, this is the same. Wait, this is all the same. Awareness, this is the same thing. Brawler, Engineer, Iron Lungs, Looter. Yo, it's all the same. Look at this. It's all, which they're missing one, I think. Awareness, Brawler, Engineer, Iron Lungs, Looter, Squad Link, Scorecard, Reinforced, Paranoia, Outlander, Mobility, Medic. All the same. All the same from BO4. There was only one missing. Consumer's not here, which might mean we can't heal. Yeah. Ooh. And there's no Medic. So they got rid of Medic and Consumer. So there might be like a different healing system. Okay. Perks are now found as ground loot in supply boxes or as rewards and activated when you want to use them. Your main HUD and inventory HUD both show the perks you are carrying and these you have activated, as well as those you're waiting to activate. Oh, so you can actually like have, I think, more perks in your I think it's a 5. I think you have 5 perks. That's it. After activation, perks last for a duration after which the benefits run out. There are no slots for Black Ops Royale perks. Instead, you can grab, carry, and utilize perks as you pick them up, or after storing or accessing them from your quick menu. Perks can be gathered, swapped between teammates, and specific perk combinations can be utilized during the early, middle, or late game stages. A key strategic to success are the same as BO4. Your maximal carry is 5. Are quickly and intrusively swapped and activated from your inventory menu, though you can have more than 5 active at one time. Oh, so you can pop your perks and pick up more perks. That's dope. So you can actually have 10 perks in a row. That's nice. That's really good. It's just like Blackout then. You can apply a perk and then close out the inventory menu or queue a second additional perk, then immediately click on the next perk you want to apply, allowing you to hot swap and click on several perks, then close out of the inventory menu. This is also very good. On PC and Blackout, you could actually like pop your perk and then go straight out of your inventory. On console, you couldn't. You had to like keep popping it as you're in your inventory. It would be really bad. So here, the fact that you can like pop it and it just does it automatically is nice. Once acquired, perks have 3 states to them. They can be saved for later in the match, saved for a teammate, or dropped for them, or activated. When you find a perk kit on the ground, you have 2 options: to equip or stow. It's important to stow it as the equip option starts to perks effect immediately. Well, sometimes that's useful. Early game, that's very useful. Because perks are consumable and temporary, you have to make deliberate decisions about when to use them, adding an extra layer of strategy to each encounter, just like BO4. Available perks. Note that most perks last between 2 and 4 minutes. This is the same as BO4, literally same as BO4. In the general duration timing listed below, short indicates a time of around 2 minutes, long indicates a time of around 4 minutes, and medium between the two. Between 2.5 and 3.5 minutes. Short is 2 minutes, same as BO4. And I'm guessing this is going to be the same as we had before. Oh, so this also, so other than being able to hear footsteps, it gives you a tracker. So you can track people's footsteps, like on the floor, you can see people's footsteps. That's different. In BO4, this used to not be that good. Awareness. Awareness was okay in Big Map, but in Alcatraz wasn't that good. Now that you can actually track people's footsteps, that's amazing. They got rid of Bloody Tracker and they just added it into here. Okay, we don't need to worry about the notes. Who cares? Brawler is back though. This is amazing. So gain a small amount of additional health when engaging in melee attacks, probably 50. Provides bonus to your health if you're fully healed. Wait, what? Yo, that's even more overpowered. So you can get a trauma kit with Brawler now. Like you can actually go up to a trauma level with Brawler. Strong increase in melee damage adds the tactical sprint ability. Oh, yo, Brawler is even more overpowered than before. So not only can you tac sprint, you can increase the damage, you heal, and you heal to trauma level. Insane. Allows you to see enemies' equipment, kill streaks, vehicles through walls. When you're a driver or passenger vehicle, it will repair itself over time. That's a new ability, so that used to not be a thing in original Blackout. So they've buffed all these perks. I'm hoping they buffed Iron Lungs. Please tell me they buffed it, because this was useless in Blackout 1. Increases the time you can hold your breath while underwater or using certain optic scopes. Reduces weapon flinch. Okay, thank God they actually buffed this, because this used to not be in Blackout 1 and it was so useless. Still, it's not that good, but this could be useful with the weapon flinch. Supply boxes within a reasonable proximity outlined a modest increase in the chance to find higher loot, viable loot. This is a new thing. This is old, but the fact that you can get better loot is nice. I really like that. And more special items. Dope. Oh, medic is here. I didn't see medic. Down allies return to fray with impressive health bonuses. You can insert armor plates more rapidly. You can revive yourself and others more quickly. Oh, so there's self revives, maybe. And you can get armor plates faster, so you can heal. So basically, what they did was they made this be consumer, sort of. So you heal your armor faster, I guess. I think that's cool. This is going to be overpowered. I loved mobility in Blackout 1. So no full damage, your weapon swaps more rapidly and reloads more quickly. Oh, yo, this is not the same. This is not the mobility. This is completely new. No full damage is the same. Swap rates more rapid and reloads more quickly. So reloading was never on mobility, but swap rates were. But what mobility used to do was it used to give you better slide, better sprint, and longer slide. So longer slide, faster slide. That's no longer a thing. Okay. This is the same. And they even have the same icons, bro. This is the same icons. Same icons from BO4. A bit upgraded, but exactly the same. So Outlander reduces damage you take if caught in a storm. Increases the movement speed if you're inside a storm. Oh, this is exactly the same. Exactly the exactly the same as BO4. Paranoia. Exactly the same as BO4. Why is that reduced by some amount? You cannot down you if you're struck while at full health. You get so this is very good because in the past, I think you could still get one-shotted by a war machine when using reinforced. What this is saying is you can no longer get one-shotted when reinforced is put on. You gain resistance to flashbangs and stuns, and suffer reduced damage from the hand cannon, war machine, and death machine. Yeah, this is very important because this used to not protect you from war machines or sparrows or whatever. Increases your movement speed by a minor amount, increases your crouch and prone speed by a modest amount, increases your swimming speed by... Oh, so Skulker is basically the new lightweight. So they've kind of changed this around. So they put, like, they've combined the two, sort of. And that's what Skulker is now. Squaddling might be good. When your ADS enemies are automatically pinged, does not matter if you have a Zim Matrix. Shooting enemies outlines them briefly. Downed enemies with your general victim will be visible for obstacles. This is way better than original, but it doesn't show you your teammates. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't show your teammates. Usually this would show your teammates. For more information on perks common modes outside of Blackout, like the Berserker, Hunter, and Movement perks, check out Season 2 Reloaded blog post later this week. So they're going to be adding more perks. So, okay, so these are old perks, and the new perks are then going to be announced, like Berserker, Hunter, and Momentum. Maybe Momentum is the new lightweight. Hunter is probably, I don't know. I actually don't know what, I think Momentum is going to give you, like, movement speed boosts. Royale equipment, so let's take a look at the equipment we have. EMP, Flashbang. Thank God it's not the 9-bang. Grapple hook, sight grenade, stun, stim shot, smoke grenade, sensor dart. So I don't think you have manual healing. I think manual healing doesn't exist. That's really sad. I'm not sure why they did that. The sensor dart looks dope. I think they'll add it into multiplayer soon. And they're just gonna tell you what these do, but you don't really need to worry. I think grapple hook. So we already know what a grapple hook is. You can just grapple onto different areas. Returning as a tactical with multiple uses, increase your maneuverability considerably with a grapple hook, as well as the wingsuit to grapple combo that we saw in Blackout 1. You might remember from your Blackout days, 100%. Click onto buildings and even moving vehicles or the RCXD score streaks, and disconnect to drop into a wingsuit glide, all with your next target in your sights uncommon loot. So this is quite rare, apparently. And then you have your sensor dart, which we already know what a sensor dart does, and this is rare loot, so this is rarer. Oh, and then we have these. Custom-Aid, Combat Axe, Symbol, Frag, Sticky, Needle Drone. I need to check what this does. We already know what these are. These are quite simple. Point turrets are just like useless turrets, and you'll know what these are. But what is a symbol? Does it tell us? So another classic Blackout throwback, this explosive device, also known as the Monkey Bomb, causes a distracting sound that can lure nearby zombies. It explodes after a short cooldown, inflicting damage in the immediate vicinity. This is ass. Bro, They didn't even upgrade this. Unless the zombies are really overpowered and the monkey bomb actually does a lot of damage, this is useless. I don't think anyone even needs this. This is new, the bubble shield. Echo unit, that's really good. Trauma kit. Trauma kit is actually a field upgrade now. It's not a it looks the same. Look, it looks exactly the same. That is amazing. It looks exactly the same as BO1. This is the torque barricade, but without the it doesn't damage enemies when they stand in front of you. And this is from Warzone. This is from Warzone. This is also in Blackout, sort of, but these were used to be equipment. Now it's field upgrades. Bubble shield will be quite interesting. It basically means people can't shoot you, but you can't shoot them. And the echo unit is like a statue, a hologram that distracts people. So we're not going to read into this because it's quite, easy to know. Oh, look at these school streaks. Dog. So that's the Mantis. The Deadeye drone is a drone that you can like snipe people with. It's very overpowered. I don't know why that's even in here. Death Machine, that's the Reaper from BO4. Hand Cannon is the Annihilator. The Annihilator is back. That used to be in Blackout, by the way. That actually was in Blackout. HKDs are the Raps, but they're really overpowered. I don't know why they're in the game. Psych Bombs are also, I don't know. I guess at least it wouldn't kill you. The Psych Bombs are just going to distract you or something. RCXD, it can explode now. And the War Machine, that's going to be super annoying to deal with these. And yeah, so you're going to just see like, this is already in the game. We already know this from BO7. New equipment confirmed, Psych Bomb. This is, again, still in BO7. But it basically distracts your enemies, like makes them go crazy. 5 players in a particular pattern in 2 waves, lasting around 10 seconds. Yeah, they're just going to hallucinate when you throw the Psych Bomb. Okay, so we need to really worry about this. There are certain important items that aren't utilized, like normal equipment, and are either stored in your inventory menu to be shared or used later in a match, or used immediately upon access. Here's a list of what you're looking for. So ammunition, armor satchels are normal, but tiered armor. So we have level 1, 2, and 3, and a redeploy token, and a safe cracker drive. Okay, so basically you can access guild safes. So that's completely new. And then attachment kits are automatically used. So these are the new ammo you have. They're the same as Warzone. So it's not the same as Blackout. They just have like one for each gun. And then we have the armor. So we have an armor plate. This is the Warzone one. I don't really think I don't know why they did it that way. I guess it is what it is. You have an armor satchel, which gives you more armor plates. That used to not be a thing on Blackout, even though there was armor plates in Blackout. Here's tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. Tier 3 doesn't have a helmet anymore, so it has like a silver one. That's pretty cool. In Black Ops Royale, you can locate special protective enhancements known as tiered armor vests. These don't have to be found in linear progression. Now you can find tier 2 vests without needing tier 1 yet. So the same as Blackout. Each of the 3 armor tiers offers a degree of damage mitigation on top of your usual plate projection. So mitigation does not apply if you have no plates. So you actually have to plate the armor, but it wouldn't break. So your armor doesn't break, which is weird. Okay, so they removed armor breaking. Mitigation only applies to damage done to plates, effectively toughening them. Okay. Mitigation applies to all incoming damage, whether ballistic, explosive, or melee attacks. That's different than BO4. BO4 only did ballistic and a bit of explosives on level 3. You cannot equip a lower tier if you have a higher tier 1 equipped. Okay, that's completely different. In BO4, there was actually a benefit of equipping lower tier because tier 3 would slow you down, but it would give you headshot reduction and it would also give you explosive reduction. So this is a bit different. I don't know if I like this more. Armor tiers persist until the operator is slain or equips a higher armor tier, so they can't be broken. I think they should have let you break them. This is a bit different. This is weird. Tiers cannot be dropped or given to another teammate, though they are available to loot from a rival opponent after they are slain. Provides moderate damage when you have plates, primarily found on ground loot. Provides greater mitigation, rare ground loot, and provides optimal mitigation when you have 2 plates. When you have plates, very rare ground loot. Reward for completing cradle breach activity, cradle boss. Okay. Map navigation includes a new helicopter, provides rapid access across the map via land, sea, and air, but you start it all in a VTOL. Wingsuit. So we already know about the wingsuit. It's just, but this time the wingsuit can actually go up, so you can like do this or down, and you can also trigger it from cliffs, etc. Ground movement. You can use Omni movement, which is new, and the wall jump, which is amazing. And then you can have movement across water. So this is basically just saying that they're gonna add sands to the water, so you don't have so much water on the map, like all this shit, like sand everywhere. And you can switch to pistols when you're swimming, which is different than Blackout. And Blackout, you can actually swim with your main gun. Yeah, so this is not how water does not act how it usually does. In Blackout, you didn't switch to a pistol in water. In Blackout, you had your main gun, whether it be a shotgun, sniper, or whatever. That's kind of a problem. So here's what they did with the sand. So they added sand all over the place to, you know, add a way to traverse the area. This is endgame, and this is Blackout. Much nicer. And then we have a closer look like this. They also added more over here, which is, I think, pretty good. Waterways. Oh, what the hell? This is season 2 and season 3. I'm not sure what they're saying. I guess they're gonna delete some bridges or they're gonna add bridges or something. Who knows? Some bullshit like that. I have no clue. It's weird. Um, So these modifications are paramount importance to the team at Treyarch. We made efforts to reduce water prevalence in the map, adding sections of exposed sand to connect islands and new land areas that connect major land masses to streamline player movement for a better battle royale experience. Let's take a closer look. Shallow waters marked by marsh, reeds, and protruding boulders where the buildup of slit allows operators to make their way through water at the same speed as traversing land. And some areas even allow you to drop into a prone stance. Additionally, vehicles not designed for submerging can safely cross these shallow waterways. Sandbars and tidal flats have been built up considerably across the coastal defense zone in southwest Avalon, but there are additional islands appearing along the river's Avalon. This is firm ground, usually sandstone or sandy in nature, with normal traversal rules applying as if you're maneuvering across dry land. Okay, and these are the sandbars over here. I think they're going to add sandbars this way. I mean, that's what they're saying in like season 3. To ensure the very best experience for players, expect Avalon's transformation to continue. So in season 3, more of these accessible tidal flats that increase the flow of battle, and they're going to drain the water more. So they're going to get rid of more water and add additional zip lines. So this is a zip line, I think. This is a zip line, and these are zip lines. This is a zip line. There's going to be a bunch of zip lines everywhere. So here's basically the added sand that they added. So this is all sand. This is just like Blackout. Bro, Blackout are the same. This reminds me very much of Blackout. Blackout also had tidal or coasts or whatever they're called. Tidal flats. Sandbars over here. Just like Blackout. Original. Same here. A lot of sand. This actually makes the map look interesting as well. It looks quite nice. Here's military outpost. Listening post. Low town. It's all just gonna have a bunch of sand everywhere just so you can move around, which is dope. Oh, look at Zero. Look at Zero, bro. That's amazing. How close are we to finishing this? Oh my god, there's so much to read. So here's Zero over there. Unlike Verdansk, once you're eliminated, there's no enemy cellmate to take down before returning to Black Ops Royale. The Gulag is closed. Good, I think. Only 2 ways to be brought back into battle. So there's the redeploy tokens you can find. You do begin a match with a single redeploy token. Oh, so everybody has one when they begin. So there's 100 people, but each of them can respawn once. So technically, it's like 200 people. That's gonna make it a lot easier to get kills, and you can find more available as loot. So somebody could probably like redeploy like 5 times. Like they keep finding redeploy tokens. Though your capacity to carry these items is limited to 1. If you're eliminated, you automatically expend a token. There's a short delay timer before you're able to drop it. Reacquire equipment and continue to fight. Okay. And the redeploy towers are an activity. One of the main activities in Battle Royale is locating and capturing of a guild redeploy tower. Expect these areas to be heavily trafficked as the team that can capture the tower, activating it, and remaining within the capture radius can redeploy their entire team. So they can redeploy everybody. So you don't even need to like take a reboot card. You just go to the tower and just do it. And look at the zone. This looks exactly like the Blackout zone. That's awesome. Redeploys require more coordination. Bringing teammates back is more calculated than using buy station. That's exactly why I think the system is better. Lives matter most, and the pacing requires forethought and is slower than other Call of Duty Warzone modes. Intel is harder to acquire, and there are no UAVs. Perfect, thank God. or advanced UAVs. Thank God, leading to more cautious team rotations. That's perfect. This is gonna make the game actually play like a battle royale. Vehicles. Vehicles can be destroyed by use of launcher or hard-hitting weapons or kill streak, as well as explosive equipment, etc. Both grapple hook can be used to the vehicle, so you can put a sensor on a car, just like in Blackout. Vehicles have limitless fuel, but suffer damage, repetitive damage if you've equipped and are using the engineer perk. So as I mentioned before, in Blackout, there was a mechanic where if you use a vehicle on hard terrain, it would take damage naturally, like on rocks, ground, dirt, sand, etc. But if you used it on really nice flat terrain like roads, it would never take damage. So there was actually an incentive to only use roads for your vehicles. I don't think that's present in this game. I think it actually doesn't matter. So you have the ADV. So you have all of these. I mean, I don't think I'm going to read like the description. This is from Blackout. This is from Blackout. This is from Blackout. This is from Blackout. This sort of was in Blackout. This is new. The TAV. This is new, and this is new. I'm guessing most people are gonna be using this for meta. This is ass. I don't think this is ever gonna be used. Or helis. Or this. I don't know what this is. This is weird. This looks weird. And also it's gonna tell us how many there are gonna be. So ATV is 1. This is 1. This is 4. The heli can have 5. In Blackout, it could actually have 6. Weirdly, even though you couldn't have 6. Yo, they might add a mode where it's like 50 versus 50. If they add 50 versus 50, that's gonna be so good. I would love to play that. Cargo truck. Oh, cargo truck has 1 passenger, but you can actually go in the back, right? Yeah, you can climb into the long bed in the back, so you can like shoot back at them. UTV has 4, 4, TAV 4. Yeah, 2. Yeah, this is the same. Like, this is quite standard. And then dirt bike has 1, so you can only have 1 on dirt bike. Electrical field, the collapse. A contaminated field known as the collapse. Oh, the collapse! So that's the same um, as Blackout. That's what it was called. In the original Blackout is a glowing, crackling energy wall marking the playable area within Black Ops Royale match. This electromagnetic dome is back, slowly encroaching upon Avalon, so it's completely the same. Yo, that's amazing. With visuals that allow operators to clearly see where the safe boundary ends. I wonder if you're gonna go like hallucinating shit. Yo, that's gonna happen in this game because this game has a bunch of hallucination shit. They're gonna make you do that when you're in a collapse. That is dope. Yo, they're gonna have like random bots start spawning in front of you because back in Blackout you would only hear noises and like see like shadows. Here they can actually like do what the sight grenade does and the fear trap does in the Blackout zone. Amazing. And as objectives, so we've already gone through all of these. So this is the things you can like do in the game. It's also in endgame. So these are all from endgame. So you have an uplink station where I think you have to just like I actually don't know what this one is, but this one you open a shipment, you kill the thing inside, you get the loot. This one you have to like kill the drones or some shit, or like find, I can't remember. This you have to cover the strong box. This is some random shit. I don't know what that is. Cradle. This is gonna be the most interesting one. This is gonna be where the zombies spawn, and this is the redeploy tower. These I don't know. Who knows? The recon is important as each appearing activity has an icon, and hovering over the icon in that mallet is used to view more information about the activity in the bottom right corner of the screen. This includes specific high tier reward you. Oh, so you actually know what you actually receive for completing these. So, for example, you can, if you do a strong box, you get a level 2 armor. So you can choose which activities are more helpful than others. In case you have like rewards that you already have and you're missing other rewards, so you want specific rewards, so you just go to the specific activities that have them. And here's a dry run. So you have uplink station, a tactical station where squads can search for player bounties. Okay. So you get a bounty target and enemy loot. Okay. But that doesn't really give you an actual reward. It just gives you the enemy's loot as the reward. Okay. And then you have 3 minutes and all the squads are alerted. So one squad is hunting and one squad is running away. But I wonder what you get if you run away. Maybe you get a reward if you run away. Surprise shipment, you're going to be fighting these two, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you're going to have to kill one of these. And then you're going to have an armor satchel and some loot. Then you're going to have a surveillance drone. You have to destroy the guild drone and its defense. And you're going to get activity reveals and loot. Okay.
Strongbulks, level 2 loot, and you have to crack the software. Maybe you're gonna have to play like a mini game to crack that. Relay antenna, guild hardware scan. Oh yeah, this is the redeploy. So you can get you can get a temporary UAV and a redeploy drone. So you actually do get a UAV. Okay. And this will take 30 seconds, and you're gonna get a sequence of UAV pings that come from the antenna, just so you like the people can redeploy and be safe, etc. And revive previously slain players, squad mate redeployment. Oh, this is actually two different things. So relay antenna only gives you a redeploy drone and a UAV, like a temporary one. Okay, and then this is the redeploy tower. Okay, and you actually have to wait till the tower is ready to use. So blue is tower is ready to use. This is actually like being used, and gray is on cooldown. Okay, and you're gonna be able to spawn a like a cradle portal, like we had in Alcatraz portal quads, etc. And it's gonna spawn your teammates back in. Okay, no problem. And that's how you redeploy back into the match. Supply drops. So care packages dropped across Avalon. Oh, so this is the care packages. Okay, and it just gives you like random good loot. So supply drops are back. That's nice. Ammo caches gives you ammunition. Cradle breaches. Oh, these ones are important. So just like in the original Blackout, there are areas of the map that are much more dangerous to explore in Black Ops Royale. These self-contained contaminated zones of Avalon distort perception, unleashing wild hallucinations, including zombie incursions. These fisheries in your squad's reality are known as cradle breaches. So you basically just fight dangerous hallucinations and you get good rewards, and they're randomized. Uh, and it's basically some bomber. So a stealth bomber will go across the map and will drop a cradle gas bomb, and then this will actually start the red mist that will spawn a bunch of this shit, and you can go there and then do the challenge. Okay, so you don't your vision is impaired. Um, but the gas doesn't do damage to you, so you can stay in there for as long as you like. Hallucinatory vision will come in, so you're gonna like have a bunch of zombies in there, as well as special high tier loot caches which aren't visible outside the breach. Oh, so this is what they mean. So if you're inside the breach, you can find like loot that other people can't see, and it's gonna spawn a bunch of zombies. Um, okay, and you're gonna have two activities in there. You can either have a mangler, so you can fight this dude. Once the spirit is versus the rewards, breaches contain the best loot, but feature hordes of zombies. And though a shambling undead foes isn't a major threat, they can distract you from your human rivals. So basically, you go in there if you want to risk a lot of shit, because it's going to distract you with the zombies and people can sneak up on you and whip your ass. So you can kill him. It's going to give you a level 3 vest and high tier loot and a mystery box, just like in Blackout. So we just need to defeat the zombies like in Blackout, and then a box will give you an exotic weapon. Wait, oh, so this is how you get the exotic weapon, and then you get high tier loot. That's dope. So it's basically like the wonder weapon. And any player, including enemy squads within the breach, can open the mystery box once they slay a certain amount of zombies. So it's different than Blackout. Here, you actually have to kill enough zombies, and then it opens, but the zombies keep spawning. The mystery box can still be accessed several times, but it will, or if the box has been looted a set number of times. So you can like keep looting the same box, just like in Blackout. The random rewards for each box access range from low tier offerings, health and replenishment items, but a sizable chance to secure an exotic weapon, and even the ray gun. Yo, that's gonna be dope. Even the ray gun, like the original Blackout. So there's gonna be some wonder weapons in here. Additional intel. So we can have some playlist challenges. So you can I think just like random rewards you can do. So daily challenges, new weapon progressions, camos for the new season to reload the weapons. Oh, so there's gonna be a new assault rifle, the Voya KT3 assault rifle. Okay. All right. So you're gonna unlock them through Blackout, I think. Wait, Volyak? That's some sort of like Eastern European name. Calling card challenges. You're gonna get those. Okay. And Zero. Yo, and it's Kagan. Whoa, I didn't expect that. It's gonna be Kagan as Zero. That is so amazing. I'm gonna be using that every single day. and operator orders. And this is how you're gonna I think you're gonna find these around the map, and you can like equip them and then get the characters. That is amazing. That's awesome. So accessible via menu box to the right of the Blackouts Rail playlist. There are 3 free rewards to earn just by playing the mode. Complete the following to earn them. 10 activities, you get a sky hook. That's ass. 3 top 10 placements, ass. Okay, this is 3 mystery boxes. Tree arch. Okay, they're pretty goofy. Operator offers, like the original Blackout operator unlock missions, there are rewards to find during your excursion across Avalon. Clandestine orders available to those teams with a strength in recon as well as survival, while the lobby menu showcases the rewards on offer to those who solve these mysteries of Avalon. The methods of retrieving these high value items remain classified. Oh, so you actually have to figure it out. So we don't know what we have to do for these. So we can get a 0 skin for Kagan. We have to complete some sort of mission. We get this one, which is Dempsey. For that's the BO3 Dempsey. That's so cool. And we're gonna get one for Mr. Mason, and then we're gonna get some garbage over here. This is a Maddox. This is a nice animated camo. A 0 or not? Wait. Y'all are seeing this? Wait, that ain't right, bro. They put 0 with a sword. Do you know the only time 0 has a sword on Black Ops 4? Can you guess when 0 has a sword on Black? Because usually she has a hacking device. The only time 0 has a sword on Black Ops 4 is when bitch ass hoes pull up with jetpacks and start cheating on the game with infinite sword glitch. Is Treyarch like trying to make fun of the BO4 players? Is that what they're trying to do here? Are they saying, yeah, we know the state of BO4 and we don't care? I have a feeling there's like a secret message there. So there's gonna be a new event which is gonna give us a swordfish, and there's gonna be an extra paid stack over here. So this is just gonna be like a battle pass thing. They do look okay. The only thing that matters is this. There's gonna be some like Echo 12 shit. I don't think this is that important. The loading screens are ass. Over here we're gonna get an underbush for. I don't think these are even that good either. A weapon blueprint, a drone, edge operator skin. Okay, they kind of look alright. The rest are ass though. We don't need to worry about that. Mid-season midnight launch timing. So we're gonna have okay, I don't know what that is. So here's the atlas. So you can actually see the atlas over here for more information. These here are your ammo caches. This here is your helicopters. Your redeploy stations are, I don't think they're showing redeploy stations. Yeah, I don't think they're showing. I think this is a redeploy station, this one here. There's one more, but I can't remember what it was. So yeah, they're gonna show you all the spots where you can like redeploy and shit. And this is the whole article done. We got to the end. Oh my god, that took a long time. I'm super excited for this. I'm just gonna check the atlas real quick. So I know this is off screen, guys. I know that's off screen. Let me see how bad it's off screen. Okay, you can see the map at least. So this, oh, so this is redeploy locations. So here, this is where you can redeploy your people in. It looks, can I drag it? I'm gonna move it here so you can like see it better. There's a lot of them. They're like, it's like 2 minutes walk from one redeploy to another. Here is the helicopters. There's a lot more than in Blackout 1. In Blackout 1, you could only have like 4 in a game, and there's only like 10 slots, 10 spots for them to spawn in. This looks like there's like 12, 13, 14. I do wonder if, like in Blackout, these are linked. So let's say in Blackout you had this heli, this heli, this heli. In Blackout, only one spot could be filled with a heli. So if these two were empty, there had to be a heli here. And if these two were empty, there had to be a heli here. And there could never be 2 helis in either spot. They might change that in this game because I don't know who even designed Blackout that way, but who knows? Maybe it was unintentional. Anyway, I think that's everything. I'm just going to check if there's anything interesting here. No, I think we're okay. That is a long ass blog, and I'm very happy. I'm very happy with us. There's another one here, the Tour of Avalon. I think this is just like a random thing. Yeah, I think that's just a random thing. Oh, these will. Oh, we can see all the locations. So this is like from BO6. I'm pretty sure. There's some locations here. Again, it looks a bit more urban than BO4. I understand this is a casino from BO4. So this is all casino. It is more urban. There is more houses everywhere, but these are not like skyscrapers like this. There's only like one part of the map which looks like this, and that's awesome. Most of it's all open. Plus, you even have like some boats. Maybe we'll get skyjacked, allegedly. And then, we have more over here. There's just a lot to show. There might even be Easter eggs, by the way, because in the original Blackout there was a lot of Easter eggs. I don't think they have made that much. They might put some callbacks to BO4. Who knows? Obviously, you have 9 zombies over here. Did they even speak about this? Yeah. Ascenders, the grounds are sunk with consuming walls, not to mention the VIP areas. Attention a circle timer because you may not see the circle collapsing on your position until it's too late. They're basically saying if you're in a Coliseum, you might be on the ground, you might get screwed by the circle, etc. Yeah, there's a lot of locations. There's a lot more locations than there was in Blackout 1, like by far. There's way, way more locations. There's so much shit here. In Blackout, there was maybe like, 14 locations? That's about it, etc. And that was ages ago. I think that's everything that they've added. That's every single piece of information we need to worry about. So that's amazing. I'm very happy. I'm very excited. I'm at end stream here. I'm so tired, bro. I'm so tired. Thank you guys for even listening to all that shit. I see all these comments. I'm just gonna reply to them. Did Blackout Big Mac have a name or even like a code name? I swear it had one. Blackout had no name, but it was California. If it needed a name, it was California. That's what Von der Haar said. Damn, I didn't see you guys commenting so much. I didn't see the stream because I was looking at this. Do you think OG Blackout will die? No, because I'm alive. Because I'm still here. Gonna have the audacity to tell me after 7 years of grinding, I'll just let that shit die? Leave that shit in the dirt? No. They need to add Alcatraz. I do think they are gonna add it because, bro, it's just Rebuff Island, just reskin Rebuff. If you notice in the trailer, you can see the default stem from BO4 multiplayer. Yeah, I think I did see that. Safa made $350 today from BO4. Oh, I should have been reading this. I just couldn't. I had to like go on my phone. Plus, I needed to read this really fast. So sorry about that, guys. I just like level 1,000 on BO7 today. That's very good. I feel old as hell right now. I heard Blackout is gonna be a mode on Warzone or something. But yeah, can't wait for the new zombies map to release. Kagan as Zero looks so cringe. On guard. Nah, but that's gonna be a dope ass skin. You have to actually play the mode to use it. But yeah, thank you guys for all coming out. I'm going to sleep. This took like hours to read. Hours. Oh my god, this was longer to do than the trailer. I'll upload this tomorrow and I'll upload the trailer today. I'll see you guys later. I hope you guys enjoy Blackout too. And I'll be ready in 10 days. I hope y'all can come with me to conquer type